A few days ago, May 3rd would have been James Brown's birthday, and I was glad to see tributes pouring in, because so often than not, his impact hasn't always been fully appreciated. I know he's the most sampled artist ever, one of the 10 most important artists ever, but I don't really think understand that people get the depths and the magnitude of just what he meant worldwide and how his music still hits. I was invited to a little mini get together, and of course, I kept my safety cautions. I was keeping my mask on and everything. But I was sitting there having my vegetarian food, chilling, and his music came on, and it brought a reflection off of me because it's like it endures. It always endures, but it's just like you can take any part of what he did musically, and you just always remember it. Um, you can't even begin to emphasize how impactful that music was growing up because he is not only the Godfather of soul, but the blueprint for hip hop, stylistically, impactfully, backbeats, rhythms, cadences, horns. You break it down. James Brown is the dictionary of it. He is the face of funk music. The 4-4 time, you got to have his face in the dictionary or encyclopedia or whatever word you want to put it in. He did the thing. And, even thinking about the movie, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, did a good job as James Brown, Big Jagger producing the piece. It's important that his legacy, his impact is always remembered and reminded of what he meant to so many. Um, and then you reflect on it because it became a blueprint for a who's who. And I tell it all the time, James Brown is one of the 10 most influential artists ever. When we talk about people who are dominant in other factors, be it like Will Chamberlain was in basketball, or you think about um, Serena Williams' dominance in tennis. You think about people that dominated. I'm just thinking about them, and maybe people over a past time period that were dominant. He's in that argument. He changed the course of popular music forever. He's in that argument. And it's important to remember that. Happy Heavenly Birthday. Remembering James Brown would have been his birthday. Remember his social, economical, and just reach for a lot of souls. And just what his talents and his depth, where it got him from and where he led and what he was about. Because often than not, it's important to always remember our past and to understand the future. And the fact is, everybody sampled the man for long periods of time. If he were to have gotten a dime for every time he got sampled, he'd be just as rich as Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. I kid you not. He was sampled that much. And not just his music, but from head to toe. He brought the game. He became the game. He became a standard. And that's something to always acknowledge and remember. And just remembering him on what would have been his birthday over this past weekend. So please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. If you have any favorite James Brown records or stories, feel free to share. I'll always talk about Star Time, one of the greatest box sets I ever had. His concerts, of course, the Apollo, which made the first live recording, which was a must have. And who can forget about 1968 in Boston, Massachusetts, when Dr. King was assassinated, and how James Brown single handedly kept the peace in the city together. Gotta remember what this man represented on so many levels. Also, as a black owner, and doing the things that he did, changing the course of how you saw things worldwide. All right, I'm out.